And there are four good arguments here. I know everyone's thinking Eagles or Cowboys. No. I'm going with my New York Football Giants. They actually have the most to prove.
What?
They have to at least show they're going in the right direction. You have a second-year quarterback who they reached for in the draft. Come on, that was a reach. He looked like a day two guy. They took him with a pick in a draft that was very rich on top. They said, nope, we're going for that quarterback, and he showed real promise. Danny Dimes from the preseason, dropping dimes, right? But then he had a turnover problem. And it turns out that, in fact, in many circumstances, he wasn't very good when you dig deeper into it. Now, the Giants invested in their offensive line again. Can it pay more dividends this time? The Giants have a transcendent talent at running back. In his third year now, coming off a down year because of injuries, he should now take over the league. They have a lot to prove, not to mention total turnover on the coaching staff. A head coach whose hard, let's say, bitten approach is not rubbing everyone the right way. For a proud franchise with 4 Super Bowl championships and NFL titles before there was even a Super Bowl, this is the heritage franchise in the largest market in the country. Is this quarterback really the real deal? Is this team heading in the right directions? They, in fact, have the most questions to answer, the most to prove.
That is a joke of an answer. First of all, the Giants have to prove they're relevant. Why do they even matter? I mean, you got to be kidding me. They've got 12 victories in the last 3 years. 3, 5, and 4 victories over the last 3 years. 6 of the last 7 seasons, they've had a losing record. And they have something to prove. They got something to prove, all right? They got to prove that they belong in the damn NFL. Who gives a damn about the Giants right now outside of Saquon Barkley? I understand Sterling Shepard and Evan Ingram and these guys and Darius Slayton, guys like that are on the squad. But the bottom line is it's about Saquon Barkley. And outside of that, you're wondering whether Daniel Jones won't give up the ball the second he's tickled, let alone popped silly. Give me a break, oh please. And by the way, who's their coach again? Some dude named Joe Judge. I think that's his name. What is it, Judge Judy, for crying out loud? That's what we're going to learn next? I'm not going to give it a damn about the Giants. Please, let's get to the real heart of the matter. The team that's got a lot to prove is the Dallas Cowboys. That's right, quote-unquote America's team, who plays in a billion-dollar playpen called Jerry World, AT&T Stadium, who's owned by the most conspicuous owner in the sport in Jerry Jones, who, by the way, didn't want to pay his quarterback, wanted to pay Jalen Smith, wanted to pay DeMarcus Lawrence, wanted to pay Ezekiel Elliott, wanted to pay everybody but his star quarterback, for crying out loud. So you got that going on. You gave Amari Cooper $100 million, okay? You still got Gallup, all right? Jason Witten's gone. You got Blake Jarwin as your tight end. You drafted CeeDee Lamb. You still got Ezekiel Elliott out of the backfield. And oh, by the way, Jason Garrett, you no longer have him as an excuse for your losing ways, okay? Because he's now the offensive coordinator for those irrelevant Giants you just brought up, Max Kellerman. So in the end, what it comes down to is this. The Dallas Cowboys, as loaded as they are offensively, but still having not paid their quarterback, knowing that they got a coach in there, looking at their roster, although they're soft in the secondary, the reality is that their front seven on defense, combined with all of the offensive weapons, puts them in a position where some would label them the favorites in the NFC East, some would favor them a Super Bowl title contender, but we know they're it's like a black cat running around their franchise, as I say repeatedly. What can go wrong will go wrong. That's what Dallas haters like myself, meaning those Dallas Cowboy fans I'm talking about here, because I can't stand them, I despise them. They make me sick, the most disgusting, nauseating fan base in American history. I can't stand them. They make me want to throw up, and nothing pleases me more than to know Cowboy fans are miserable. So all those things being considered, they are the team with the most to prove in the NFC East. Nobody's thinking about the damn Giants. You think about Saquon Barkley, but you ain't thinking about the Giants. Kyle, the floor is yours.
This is so much fun. You watch the show at home, and it's always the same way. One gentleman speaks, you think, oh, he dropped the mic, he's got it. And then the other one speaks, and you say, hold on a second. Now, guys, the year 1995 is the operative year here. 1995, Stephen A., I think you were still just breaking in at the Inquirer. Max, you might have still been at Columbia, and the Dallas Cowboys were winning a Super Bowl and haven't won squat
That's
since.
correct.
They are the answer here. You know what they have to prove? They have to prove that it is not getting a little or a lot embarrassing that we're still calling them America's team. America's team is about championships. It's not the divisional round. It's not the wild card. This team can't even get to a title game. I don't care if they go 14 wins this year. I don't care if they're a 1 seed. Stay off the seed. I want the championship. And I want this team. Stay off it, Stephen A. Judge Judy, do I have stupid across my forehead? I look at this team right now. Both of you guys have New York roots. I'm sure you have heard or even tried a Long Island iced tea. That's what this team is. It's got every fancy ingredient in the world. It's got this liquor, that liquor, juice, bubbles, everything. Wide receivers this, running backs this. What does it mean? The Long Island just still making you sick at the end of the night. Somebody holds your hair back. I don't care how many players they bring in Dallas. I still need a Super Bowl, and that is a lot to prove. America's team.
Hey,
come on, that was my grandfather was a
Molly,
team.
Molly, Max, Molly, as Robert De Niro, as Robert De Niro said, and analyzed this. You, Kyle, you're very good, you.
No, you.
You're very good, you.
You're good.
You. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.